Here's a nutshell version of European history from the beginning until today. It was around 8000 BC when the first farmers arrived in Europe from the Near East. 7000 BC, the Yam Neolithic culture emerged in southern Europe, known for its distinctive pottery. 6000 BC, the Stonehenge is built in Ireland. This is Europe's oldest monument. 5000 BC, the Spanish begin constructing massive stone hinges. These are some of the world's largest megalithic structures. 3200 BC, the first Europeans start mining copper in what is now Serbia. 1200 BC, the Mycenaean civilization reaches its peak in Greece, known for its warrior culture and the Trojan War. 800 BC, the Kingdom of Israel is established in what is now northern Israel and southern Lebanon. 600 BC, the Celts begin their migration into Central and Western Europe. 500 BC, Greece enters the Archaic period, which lays the foundation for classical Greece. 390 BC, the Gauls invade the Italian peninsula. 323 BC, Alexander the Great dies, leaving his empire to be divided among his generals. This marks the end of the classical period and the beginning of the Hellenistic period in Greece. 27 BC, Rome becomes the capital of the Roman Empire under Augustus. 476 AD, the Western Roman Empire falls. This event marks the end of antiquity and the beginning of the Middle Ages. 800 AD, Charlemagne is crowned Holy Roman Emperor, marking the beginning of the Carolingian Renaissance. 1000 AD, the population of Europe reaches about 10 million. Viking raids and invasions continue across Europe. The Byzantine Empire reaches its territorial peak under Basil the Bulgar Slayer. 1453, the Eastern Roman or Byzantine Empire falls to the Ottoman Turks. This event marks the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of the early modern period. 1492, Christopher Columbus reaches the Americas, opening up the era of exploration and colonization. 1517, Martin Luther begins the Protestant Reformation. 1618, the 30 Years' War begins, considered to be the first modern war. 1776, the American War of Independence begins. 1815, the Napoleonic Wars end with the defeat of Napoleon. This event marks the end of the early modern period and the beginning of the modern period. 1848, a series of revolutions occurs across Europe, often called the Springtime of Nations. 1914, World War I begins with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. 1939, World War II begins with the German invasion of Poland. 1945, World War II ends with the defeat of the Axis powers. This event marks the end of the modern period and the beginning of the contemporary period. 1989, the Berlin Wall falls, marking the end of the Cold War and the beginning of the post-Cold War era. 2022, Russia invades Ukraine. This event has been called the largest war in Europe since World War II. And that's it. If you want to know more about any of these events, just search for the year and the event on this channel.